Welcome back to another episode of the Idolmaster Shiny Color Season 2. So, in the previous episode, we had a Choco-centric one, which was so good. Like, the past two episodes have been kind of emotional, or, the past few episodes, a lot of episodes actually, have been very emotional, but I really like the past two ones, the May and the Choco one. I think they were definitely, I think, my favorite ones out of the emotional ones so far. They were really, really good. And yeah, in the Choco one, we got to see a bit of, you know, how she became an idol and how she felt a bit, I guess a bit guilty about it and also a bit sorry about it. And she didn't feel like she maybe had the drive that the others had. And so she was having a bit of a crisis around that, but she ended up talking it out with Hokura, and they ended up reassuring her that it's perfectly normal, that everyone feels that way and stuff like that. So it was just a really good episode. I absolutely loved it. And now we're on to the second to last episode. So I wonder, as I said, I feel like the last episode, I'm almost certain it's probably gonna end up being some kind of concert. I guess we'll see. Because they were talking about the entire national tour and stuff. But maybe this one could be like an Illumination Stars episode. I feel like that would be very much on brand. I feel like an Illumination-centric or Illumination Stars-centric episode. God, that's a string of words. I feel like that episode would also be really welcome and really nice. But I guess let's find out, right? So before I go into it, for the last time, before actually there is a poll on the channel, I am still collecting any kind of recommendations. As I said previously, it doesn't necessarily have to be a music anime, but something similar to that vibe. It could be something like, you know, a slice of life, or just, you know, anything. Honestly anything. Even if it's not any kind of similar vibe, I'm just gonna pick the ones that are similar vibes, and then the other recommendations, even if they're different, can go on to another poll in the future on like different time slots, like the one that Kill la Kill is in right now. But either way though, so yeah, if you want to watch this uncut and unblurred, as always, on page and description, and let's go into the Idolmaster Shiny Color Season 2, Episode 11. Like. Okay, Instagram. Oh yeah, that was the end of the episode. I remember now. Okay. Yes, the social media likes. Interesting. Oh, it went viral. I see. Twister. I see. We're gonna be talking about spontaneous virality, huh? Oh, that's stressful though. That's stressful. It's so awkward. Ah. Oh, oh, bro. I'm getting stressed out just thinking about it. Oh, that's a cute outfit.
大事ってことだ。やってなくない？そんな心配され
Oh,
ること
that's
は
a ooh, that's a rough answer.
しんどいとかないじゃん。そういうの。
Well.
めっちゃなんか 楽勝だから。
Oh. Oh, that's not what I expected.
そろそろ楽曲の方向性は決めないとだよね。一度整理してみよう。この楽曲では自分が本当だと思える気持ちを伝えたい。それでその気持ちの先にあるのがどんなアイドルになりたいかってこと。私の今の気持ちはね、アイドルが大好きで二人のことも大好きだから、欲張りかもしれないけど、どんなお仕事だって本気で頑張りたいし、全力で楽しみたい。私も最近考えてることがあって、アイドルになった頃のこと。輝ける存在になりたいって思って、それは今も変わら
I feel
ない。
like it's been so long since we last saw Illumination
正
Stars.
直、ちゃんと近づけてるのか不安になる時もある。大丈夫だよ。ありがとう。でも続きがあって、不安にもなるし、わからなくもなるけど、それでも努力しようって。二人の隣に並んでいてもおかしくないくらい。私はまだ、私は歌だったりお話だったりを聞いた人が笑顔になってくれたら嬉しいなって。そのためには何をしたら、どんなアイドルになったらいいのかな。大丈夫。きっとすぐに見つかる。みんな考えてることは別々だね。でも、一緒だよ。
Aw.
そうだね。イルミネとして輝きたいし、いい歌を届けたい。そろそろかな。ちょっとトールちゃんの撮影見てくるね。ありがとう。トール、すっごく話題だ
Yeah,
よ。
Mano's the only one who's been interacting with Toru from the outside, you know?
トールちゃん、お疲れ様。撮影どうだった？楽勝。そうなんだね。すごいな。
I wonder if she feels like, because she's saying that it's easy. I wonder if she feels a bit of an imposter syndrome.
きっとすごく忙しいのに。
Like she feels bad that she's so successful.
お疲れ様です。次、イルミネの番だ。もうすぐスタッフさんが呼びに行くからな。はい。こっち、立ち会えなくてごめんな。何かあったらすぐ連絡してくれ。はい。 いじゃん。マノちゃんの方が。なんか、頑張ってるから。
トル、
じゃあ。
Yeah, it seems that way, right? That's cool though. That's really interesting. So she's feeling bad because obviously she feels like she's not putting in as much effort as the rest, but she's getting more success out of it. But there are definitely people where I feel like, especially in the creative field, obviously, there are people who suit this kind of field so much that it's just way easier for them to navigate it, like her, right? I feel like she's just like not just the virality and stuff like that. I feel like she's just like a natural when it comes to a lot of things, and she doesn't really get affected negatively by a lot of the stress that others will be feeling. And I feel like that's why it's so much easier for her as well. Not just because she's putting in less effort, it's just because the work that she has to do, she finds easier to do, which I feel like it's just a compatibility issue more than anything else a lot of the time, right? I feel like that's also part of the thing that you obviously wouldn't see for yourself, right? But others could notice that for you. That yeah, you're just more compatible, and that's why it's so easy for you, not necessarily because you're not putting in as much effort. So yeah, I feel like that's one thing that is important to recognize. Like honestly, she's handling this so well. I feel like there's a lot of members here that would have crumbled or at least have a harder time dealing with the pressure of spontaneous virality like this, right? Especially so soon after debut, bro. Like even I sometimes get not anywhere close to this degree, obviously, but sometimes people are like, yo, saw you from clips that people are posting on Bilibili or Nico, or sometimes like other streamers see my clips, and I'm like, oh God. I appreciate it, but it also, there's a part of me that gets a bit stressed out, and I'm like, oh God. So honestly, like, I think Toru is just really taking this so well, and I think that's why it's easy for her, because she's just built different, I guess, built to take this. A lot of people wouldn't be. It's not a bad thing at all.
マノちゃんってさ、アイドルなんだ。トールちゃんだって。なんか、なった。っていうか、なってないかも。アイドルってさ、頑張ってなるやつ。トールちゃん、きっと何か感じていることがあるのに。それなのに、私の気持ちだけで。すごいな、トールちゃん。頑張ってね。すごいじゃん、マノちゃんの方が。なんか、頑張ってるから。私にできること。光の水そうかすかな未来始まりだ追いかけてた
Ajá.
なんかフォローされましたって。あはー、すごいね。トール先輩、まだ何にもあげてないのに。そこ、まだやるの？頑張らなくちゃ。もっと。偉いなあ。当然だよ。ねえ、トール先輩。注目されるのって嬉しい？どうだろう。どうだろうってどっち？プロデューサー。
Last photo shoot meeting too. Damn.
トール先輩、明日も遊べないね。いや、遊ぶ遊ぶ。やば。お疲れ様でした。
Yo.
マノちゃん、呼び出し。私、忘れ物を取りに。そっか。行く？
Oh, damn.
中の方が良かったかな。いいよ、ここで。見えるよ、息。忘れそうだから。生きてるってこと。
Mm.
あのね、昨日、トールちゃん、私のことをすごい頑張ってるからって。うん。でも、私、前、朝日ちゃんにね、何を頑張ってるのかって聞かれたとき、答えられなかった。あ今も、本当に頑張れてるかはわからない。どうしたらいいんだろう。私に何ができるのかなって見つけたいけど、わからないことばっかり。でも、それでも、わからなくても、一歩進んでみたら見えてくることもあって、だから めんね。私、上手に言えなくて。伝わったと思う。
Mano really grew on me. She's a great character.
ごめんね。元気だし、楽しいよ。ありがとう。
Hmm?
やっぱマノちゃんってアイドル？私、笑顔にしてる？さっき言ってたみたいに。できるかな？マノちゃんみたいに。わかんないけど、頑張るの。
Hmm.
地面、アスファルト、
Doesn't.
風、
Be quiet. Let me be quiet.
息。心臓。お疲れ。
Ooh, wow. What a scene.
お疲れ様。お疲れ様。さあ、今日こそは決めないとね。聞いてもらってもいいかな？やるか。ならひななも。何？別に。
Oh, I don't know why that got me emotional. Fuck, I think it's just really well directed. Fuck.
はい。
Illumination star destination of light, as many as the stars. Battle City Grace, from orange to the future. Yumisaki after school, soar high. Ashram area with you, wandering dream chaser, future designer. We are always who we are, assigned toward the future.
どんなアイドルになりたいか、どんな自分になりたいか、きっと先へ進むための答えは近くにあって、みんなそれぞれ今の答えを見つけてくれた。
冬子ちゃんがダンス頑張りなさいって。私はどうやったら気持ちを伝えられるのかなって。そうなんすね。
新たに駆け出した一人一人が
I love this
気持
song.
ちを確かめ合って生まれた光、その色とりどりの光が
Wow, look at them.
いよいよステージで輝きを放つ。
What I can do. Oh, man. God, how did they do it? How did they get me emotional? Fuck. Fuck. I think, yeah, as I said, I think the directing and also the storyboarding of that scene towards the end there was just so good. Oh my god. Wow, okay, so that was a cool episode, man. I love how whenever they explore something like this, because I think it's a thing that Idolmaster is kind of like centered around. So I really like whenever they explore unique ideas like this of how does it affect when someone instantly blows up, not from the side of, you know, stress and maybe pressure because of it, but more so from the side of feeling guilty and getting that imposter syndrome of not having to work as hard to achieve to get more eyes on you, to achieve more of a popularity from others who are working harder than you, right? From your peers or even your senpai who are working harder than you, but they're not achieving the same level of success that you are, who just went viral. And yeah, I mean, I think that is a genuine problem in especially current social media climate, right? And I really like how they tackled it here. Because obviously spontaneous virality is just a enormous thing nowadays with like TikTok and stuff like that, right? So yeah, a lot of people get instantly recognized like this, but in an isolated environment, it isn't as the imposter syndrome probably doesn't kick in as hard as in an environment like this, where it's a group environment where, you know, everyone's working hard for some kind of goal, and then at some moment you just blow up like this, and yeah, you just leave. It feels like you just leave everyone back around, like behind you in the dust, right? So I really like how they approach this episode. Really, really cool, and the way that Toru, you know, handled it and stuff like that. Wow, yeah. But I do stand about the thing that I said earlier. I do think that some people are just more compatible, and some people are just naturals when it comes to certain situations, and I feel like Toru definitely is one of those people who can just naturally really take that entire situation really, really well. I think a lot of people would crumble in her shoes. So I think that's a big reason as to why she found it so easy, right? Why she didn't think she had to work as hard, or she didn't think she was working as hard as someone else would, or as some of the others were. But also, yeah, it's really cool how she was like, okay, let me actually not just sit when I'm in the practice room, and let me actually practice as well. Let me do my best. Let me try to give 110% of myself to this, right? Really cool. I always love the Toru and Mano conversations. They're always so good. I really like Mano. Honestly, I didn't really care for Mano much at the beginning, because she's just extremely like a very meek character, doesn't really speak much, really not necessarily shy, but just, yeah, she's just extremely she holds to herself and stuff like that a lot, right? She's that kind of character, so I didn't really care that much about her, but I feel like as the series went on, I liked her more and more, purely because of how she is to other people and stuff like that, right? And how she also takes this job, how hard she works, all those things I feel like just add a lot to her character, and especially in this season here, and especially her interactions with Toru made me like her even more. So yeah, that was great. Now I wonder what the last episode is going to be all about. I guess we'll find out. Obviously, there's also the OVA after it, so I'm excited for that. But for now, I'm going to end it here. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.